Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 662 for November 1 through 15, 2024. The first half of November features dramatically contrasting lunations. A Scorpio New Moon has only one aspect, whereas a Taurus Full Moon is supercharged by all three gods of change. We also have Jupiter Sextile Chiron, Part 2, one of 2024's most important aspects. This potent half-month also features Saturn turning direct, another rare and magical Grand Sextile, and much more. A quick note as we begin, get 25% more session time free when you prepay an Astrology Plus reading with me by this Sunday, November 3rd. That's on top of the $50 an hour discount I'm already offering. Prepay now to get your extra session time, then schedule your session at your convenience. It's a perfect time to learn how to improve your life more than you thought possible by partnering with a historic Gods of Change astrology alignment. How can you take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to simultaneously harness Uranus's breakthroughs, Neptune's divine inspiration, and Pluto's wealth and power? This could be your biggest window of opportunity ever. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to astroshaman.com/special. Again, that's astroshaman.com/special. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology, and if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. Look for timestamps in the show notes so you can jump right to the day you want. As of November 1st, the moon is waning. We have 5 retrograde planets and 9 continuing aspect patterns. I think that's a new record for the show. See details and links to all this in the show notes. On Friday, November 1st, a new moon lines up at 8:47 a.m. EDT. That's at 9.5 degrees Scorpio. Let's start with the basics. Any Scorpio new moon is great for new beginnings of any kind, but you can enjoy extra energy in these areas. Transformation, including emotional or shamanic death and rebirth processes. This is a great time for healing old traumas. Thousands do this work with surprising ease and speed with my free healing invocation. There's a link to that in the show notes, and you can also just go to astroshaman.com/invocations. Enhancing wealth and power. Wealth can be anything you value. Those walking the high road will want to use power in a way that benefits everyone. Sex, which can include soul-blended tantric or sacred eroticism. The occult, which can include the high vibration practice of subtle arts such as astrology, tarot, and energy healing, as well as mediumship and psychic talents. Amazingly, this new moon only has one significant aspect. This moderately strong Saturn trine can help you pursue your new moon goals with steadfastness and determination. You can be more mature and responsible. You can manage your time well, plan thoroughly, and implement skillfully. You can share your insights with others as the wise elder, or make time for yourself as the hermit. Saturn's placement in Pisces opens even more opportunities. This placement supports law of attraction work and can make embodied awakening easier. This full moon Sabian symbol is a fellowship supper reunites old comrades. Is it time to reconnect with people from your past who can support your life mission? Also, on Friday, November 1st, less than a week after one grand sextile ends, a new one begins. Only one planet has changed, but this swap significantly alters the meaning. A grand sextile is a rare and harmonious aspect pattern. This new one contains Mercury, Mars, Vesta, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. It started on October 28th, peaks today on November 1st, and ends on November 8th. The previous grand sextile contained Venus instead of Mercury. Newcomer Mercury also significantly influences this harmonious aspect pattern's focus. It rules learning, teaching, writing, and communication. Mars energizes all this and can help you get your point across with excitement and assertiveness. Vesta hopes you'll use your mental powers in selfless service to a higher cause. Broadly speaking, the remaining three planets, the gods of change, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, massively empower all this, but each also charges your cognition with their unique gifts. Uranus can send you insights and intuitive hits to support your mental processes. Neptune offers a flow of divine inspiration, and Pluto can help your words be charismatic, persuasive, and healing. 80% of this pattern's aspects are harmonious, so you'll have plenty of easy-flowing juju to empower this grand sextile's possibilities. Finally, on Friday, November 1st, a long-lasting T-square with Mars, Juno, and Pluto energizes committed partnerships. It started on October 10th, peaks on November 1st, and ends on December 3rd. Juno, the asteroid goddess of committed partnership, establishes the core meaning of this intense aspect pattern. Mars and Pluto potently catalyze its relational theme. This T-square can potently energize healthy committed partnerships, firing them up to new and more wonderful levels. Unhealthy committed partnerships could be stressed, encouraging you to release them or minimize contact. Borderline committed partnerships can also be challenged. With these, it may be time to decide whether it's best to release them, at least for now, or try to heal them. To help determine your chances of healing a challenged relationship, click the link in the show notes. On Saturday, November 2nd, one of 2024's most important aspects, Jupiter Sextile Chiron, aligns at 4:09 a.m. EDT around 20.5 degrees Gemini for Jupiter, Aries for Chiron. It's in orb, which means close enough to connect energetically, August 7, 2024 through January 27 of 2025. Its first exact sextile was on October 12th, and its second is today on November 2nd. Jupiter and Chiron will be in orb again in 2025, early March through late June, with a final sextile on May 18 of 2025. These planets share some meanings. Chiron is the mentor, while Jupiter is the professor, philosopher, or guru. So both planets support you in giving or receiving wisdom. Jupiter is especially keen on insights from other cultures. This is a wonderful time to expand your knowledge where it counts or share your insights with others. Chiron is the wounded healer. His expansion by Jupiter can trigger your unhealed traumas, so it's important to have an effective self-healing technique ready. Fortunately, my free healing invocation has proved its effectiveness for over 13 years with thousands of people. It delegates the healing work to your higher self. All your ego has to do is passively feel the healing as it runs itself. Many have reported the permanent healing of debilitating emotional traumas, sometimes in a single self-guided session. Again, there's a link to my invocations in the show notes, or you can go to astroshaman.com/invocations. Jupiter's placement in Gemini amplifies your opportunities for learning, teaching, writing, and communication. And Chiron rules mentorship, so this can be a great time to go deeper with your learning or teaching opportunities. On Sunday, November 3rd, get ready for high intensity with Mars opposite Pluto. This can be intensely challenging, but can also fire up extraordinary opportunities. On the cautionary side, watch for outbursts of anger or violence in yourself or others. Avoid impulsive actions or sexual activity you might regret later. However, this opposition is perfect for powerful, assertive action that serves the highest good of all. You have tremendous support for win-win action as a warrior, pioneer, entrepreneur, or sexual being. Speaking of sex, why limit your erotic pleasures to the five senses? Mars and Pluto can help you experience the divine bliss of soul-blended ecstasy. This Mars-Pluto opposition is part of the Mars-Juno-Pluto T-square that peaked on November 1st, and I've already told you about that. Also on Sunday, November 3rd, Venus connects with two slower planets today, less than an hour apart. First is Venus opposite Jupiter, Venus 20 Sagittarius, Jupiter 20 Gemini, at 10:25 a.m. EST. Jupiter expands whatever it touches, so this can add energy to Venus's basic meanings, relationships, creativity, and finance. Jupiter is naturally associated with good luck and often catalyzes fortunate situations. But our solar system's largest gas giant can magnify anything, even if it's challenging. So this opposition can help you perceive the true nature of your relationships and finances more accurately, and it's almost certain to boost your creative ideas. All of Jupiter's effects are even stronger since Venus is in Sagittarius. This is the sign ruled by Jupiter and has the same meanings. 57 minutes later, Venus trines Chiron, Venus 20 Sagittarius, Chiron 20 Aries at 11:22 a.m. EST. This soft aspect harmoniously supports relationship healing, creative mentoring, and financial advice. Healing and wisdom sharing can also flow more easily, whether you're giving or receiving. On Tuesday, November 5th, Pallas Athena aspects Jupiter and Chiron today. These are the same aspects Venus made 2 days ago. Jupiter opposes Pallas, Jupiter 20 Gemini, Pallas 20 Sagittarius at 8:30 a.m. EST, and Chiron trines Pallas, Chiron 20 Aries, Pallas 20 Sagittarius at 3:58 p.m. Pallas Athena is the warrior goddess and can help you do battle when that's required, but she prefers strategy to violence. Can you resolve a difficult situation peacefully by using a clever strategy? Pallas can also help you engage in win-win diplomacy, mediation, and negotiation. Jupiter can make you a beacon of hope, and Chiron can boost your skills as a healer. Finally, both planets can help you act as a wisdom giver. I'll be right back with the rest of the forecast, including Saturn turning direct and that Gods of Change Taurus Full Moon. Would you like to speed up your healing and awakening as part of an uplifting community of dedicated awakeners like you? Then check out Awakening Plus, the affordable online membership that can put your personal transformation into high gear. You can choose from about 15 Zoom calls every month, as well as an ever-expanding archive of more than 725 events that can profoundly change your life. You'll also benefit from 3 major courses and much more to help you awaken, heal, and thrive. And I recently dropped the cost of the membership by 33%, making Awakening Plus an even more extraordinary value. To find out more, click the link in the show notes or visit awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. On Wednesday, November 6th, 2 Finger of God aspect patterns merge into a double Yod key that starts on November 6th, peaks on the 12th, and ends on the 15th. It includes the Sun, Jupiter, Ceres, and Chiron. 3 of these planets stir up a shadow work theme. The Sun is in Scorpio, the sign that excavates buried trauma when it's ripe for healing. The grain goddess Ceres was emotionally scarred when her daughter Persephone was abducted, and Chiron is the wounded healer. Jupiter amplifies the power of these planets. The main message of a double Yod key is adjustments required. In this case, that means having quick and effective shadow work techniques ready. My free healing invocation uses 7 words to delegate your healing to your higher self, which can do it far better than any human. And I've already told you about that, and you know it's at astroshaman.com/invocations if you want to check it out. This double Yod key can also amplify your abundance. Scorpio is the sign of great wealth. As the grain goddess, Ceres rules harvest and abundance. And in ancient astrology, Jupiter is the great benefic who brings luck and good fortune. Chiron could be the wise counsel you give or receive to enable your enhanced prosperity. There's a strong correlation between healing and abundance. Unhealed trauma blocks some of the energy from your divine source. This includes the energy of abundance. So the more healing you do, the easier prosperity becomes. On Saturday, November 9th, there's a reason Mercury has wings on its ankles. The messenger god is typically fleet-footed, and its aspects normally fly by quickly. So it's highly unusual when a Mercury aspect pattern endures for nearly 2 months. This T-square with Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn comes into orb today on November 9th. This hard aspect pattern has its first peak on November 15th. Mercury turns retrograde on November 25th, after which this T-square peaks again on December 5th. After Mercury turns direct again, the T-square's third and final peak is on December 26th. Its waning influence continues through January 3rd of 2025. Jupiter and Saturn are astrology's social planets. Jupiter amplifies Mercury's natural urges to learn, teach, write, and communicate. Saturn helps you do so with the wise elder energy of wisdom, maturity, and focus. However, Jupiter has an edge. That's because Mercury is in Sagittarius throughout this T-square. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and the sign and planet have the same meanings. Beyond simple amplification, Jupiter also rules publication and broadcasting, so this can be a great time to spread your message. This is especially true if you're imparting meaningful wisdom. The ninth astrological archetype, which includes Jupiter and Sagittarius, includes religion, philosophy, and the meaning of life. You can also step forward as a professor, philosopher, guru, or other wisdom giver. A T-square is a hard aspect pattern. Be willing to change outworn beliefs as you gain greater wisdom. And don't give up just because you encounter resistance. Very few visionaries have their ideas universally embraced at first. Breakthrough concepts are usually condemned as heretical until they're eventually embraced as accepted wisdom. Also, on Saturday, November 9th, easy flowing creative inspiration is only one wonderful possibility of Venus square Neptune. Venus 27 Sagittarius, Neptune 27 degrees Pisces. From this perspective, Venus is the artist and Neptune is divine inspiration. This square also supports a deeper relationship, Venus, with your divine self, Neptune. My free embodied awakening invocation can help you do this quickly, easily, and reliably. You can also more powerfully perceive the divine in everyone and everything around you. All these possibilities are strongly amplified because Venus is in the expansive sign of Sagittarius. This placement can also promote meaningful discussion and wisdom sharing. On Tuesday, November 12th, the double Yod key that started on the 6th peaks today on the 12th and ends on the 15th. And I've already told you about that. On Friday, November 15th, Saturn turns direct at 9:21 a.m. EST. That's at 13 degrees Pisces. He turned retrograde 4.5 months ago on June 29th at around 19 Pisces. This is a great time to embody Saturn's positive qualities more seriously. Do you manage your time well? Are you acting maturely and responsibly? Can you plan the work and work the plan? What about Saturn's dark side? Are you working so hard that you're neglecting your family or personal life? Is excessive ambition causing you to close your heart or be cold and ruthless? Saturn's retrograde was entirely within Pisces, where he'll remain until late May of 2025. Saturn in Pisces can help you make better use of the law of attraction. I have a link to that in the show notes, and deepen your embodied awakening. And of course, you know that my free embodied awakening invocation can help you with that. Saturn in Pisces also supports conscious dissolution, which can help you clear things from your life that have outlived their usefulness. Also, on Friday, November 15th, one of 2024's most powerful full moons at 24 degrees Taurus brightens the sky at 4:28 p.m. EST. Not only is the moon tightly conjunct Uranus, it's supercharged by the gods of change mini grand trine with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. For starters, any Taurus full moon is great for release or adjustment to increase your income or physical resources. How can you improve your material foundations and security? Taurus also invites you to immerse yourself in nature and revel in the pleasures of your five senses. Sing and make music. Taurus loves consistent accomplishment, but it needs to balance all that doing with just being. As Frank Sinatra sang, doobie-doobie-doo. Aspects. As I noted, the moon aspects all three outer planets. It's tightly conjunct Uranus, sextile Neptune, and trine Pluto. The luminaries and outer planets form a cradle. Ceres, loosely conjunct Pluto, is also part of this harmonious aspect pattern. This alignment boosts the energy of the game-changing Gods of Change mini grand trine. This is the most important astrology event of the 2020s. To learn more about the incredible opportunities it's offering the world at large and to you personally, click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/special. As you explore this full moon's Taurus potentials, your focus might be material, sensual, artistic, and/or just being. Whatever you choose, the combined potency of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto can massively and harmoniously empower whatever you choose. You don't even have to make Taurus your focus. Instead, you could just think of this as a generic full moon empowered by the three gods of change. This lets you open to the high potentials of each outer planet. Uranus can help you embrace and express your authentic self. He can guide you with intuitive hits, and he can help you serve others using your special gifts and talents you most love to use. Neptune can help you deepen your embodied awakening. He can bless you with a waterfall of divine energy and inspiration, and he can help you live in flow state, work more skillfully with your dreams, and experience deeper unconditional love and compassion. Pluto can help you release old emotional trauma. The deeper your healing, the more easily he can bless you with wealth and power. Pluto also supports any occult practices you do, which can be 100% high vibration. Pluto can also help you embody profound transformation, enjoy soul-blended sexual connection, or be a potent and charismatic agent for positive change. As noted above, the asteroid goddess Ceres loosely conjoins Pluto. She also shares two of Pluto's meanings, shadow work and wealth. As the grain goddess, she rules harvest and abundance. The connection between these two themes is simple. By doing the shadow work that clears your blocked energy, more abundance of all kinds can flow in more easily. The Moon-Uranus conjunction has its own meanings. Emotional turbulence could expose old traumas that you now could heal once and for all. To the degree that you heal old emotional pain, this conjunction can help you break through to more exciting and ecstatic emotions than you've ever felt before. Uranus can also stir up paradigm shifts relating to your home, family, and fundamental security. Let your intuitive hits guide you, and don't be afraid to try something new. This full moon has two more aspects, both involving asteroid goddesses. A nearly exact Pallas Athena quincunx can help you be clever and strategic. You can also work smart by making the adjustments needed for win-win negotiation, mediation, and diplomacy. Finally, a very tight Vesta square can help you selflessly support a worthy cause. This full moon's Sabian symbol is an Indian warrior riding fiercely with human scalps hanging at his belt. Think of the scalps representing previous versions of yourself. You sacrificed those less conscious selves to grow into the more evolved being you are now. You'll hang many more scalps on your belt as you continue your magnificent evolutionary journey. Fiercely makes me think of fierce determination. I prefer to frame this positively as passion and zest for living the most rewarding life possible. Finally, I imagine your warrior self skillfully mastering your inner demons and obstacles. This can help you evolve into a peaceful warrior, accomplishing far more with love and light than you ever could with anger and hostility. Finally, on Friday, November 15th, that T-square with Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn that started on November 9th has its first peak today. Thank you for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn all about this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We are wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode to help others discover it. Finally, a quick reminder that you get 25% more session time free when you prepay an Astrology Plus session with me by this Sunday, November 3rd. Again, that's on top of the $50 an hour discount I'm already offering. It's a perfect time to learn how to improve your life more than you thought possible by partnering with a historic Gods of Change astrology alignment. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to astroshaman.com/special no later than this Sunday, November 3rd. Again, that's astroshaman.com/special. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.